So about 10 years ago, we were approached by Triumph. And, it was different than every other OEM out there in that, well, number one, I raced vintage bikes and just had a big affinity for the brand. So that probably made it a little bit easier to say yes. I was curious to see if all of this web stuff that we had done would translate into selling a lot of new, especially on a brand like that. And we found that it did. I mean, our second year as a Triumph dealer, we sold the most number of units ever sold by a dealer in 1 year. And up in New Hampshire, where it snows and we have seasonality. So I got to start thinking that we were pretty good at OEM. And we did okay with Triumph, as long as we played ball together. But then about 2 years ago, I wanted to expand. And I think we were talking about expanding. I was just about to buy this store at the last podcast. I bought a store in Coxsackie, New York. It's about 20 minutes south of Albany. And they had Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, and Honda. Polaris, last minute in the deal, very last minute in the deal, decided to renege and say no, they wouldn't let us be a dealer. And we were shocked. It was months and months and months of work. And everybody at Polaris was super excited until it got up to the high end. And I think we had done some things in the past where we had bought some loads of, let's say, rental UTVs from Polaris dealers, and then we put them out in the market, and it pissed Polaris off to no end. So the other dealers complained, they're not a Polaris dealer, but these were all used. They were just pre-owned, but we were buying 70, 80 of them at a time. And so we were putting some really good deals out online. And somehow, I think Polaris just got this idea that we were internet whores, and they got scared. The thing that frustrated me is that not one of the executives at Polaris would give me the decency of a phone call. It was shocking. It was literally shocking because Polaris was 60% of the book of business for this dealership I was buying. And here I am in the last month, and they've been, I will say politically correct, they had been stringing me along for a while, and then they denied me, and I was just like, I cannot believe this happened. So I went forward with the purchase, and I should not have. To be dead honest with you, I shouldn't have, because it was a huge amount of that value is just going to lose. It's 65% of the retail sales. So I moved forward with it anyways without Polaris. So what we opened with Can-Am, Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, Honda, and Kawasaki. And then we brought in Surrons because we sell Surrons, and then we loaded the place up. We didn't load it up, but we only had so much room, and we had millions of dollars worth of new bikes on the floor. And the first year in business, I got my ass handed to me. I mean, in a major way. First time I've ever lost money in this business.